BYOL.
Right. Bring your own light. Goodness gracious. Wow, guys. I don't know if you can see anything. I sure can.
It's a new year and we're chasing new adventures. We're Mika and Reggie, camping newbies intrigued by the RV lifestyle. So we made the decision on the weekends to move from the couch to camping. And as Southerners, we always tow our hospitality and charm as we chase the sun, sand, and sea in our RV. Well, greetings, concrete campers. We are on the road again. Today is a great day, one of those rare 70-degree days in Georgia, and we are headed to a campsite. Whoop, whoop.
Where we going?
We are headed to our favorite, Camp Margaritaville in Buford. But we are really excited to see the new section that's opened up. We haven't been there since they opened a
Stage 2?
Yeah, I think it's stage 2.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure that we share photos from there, give you some reviews. I'm really interested to see because I think that most of those lots are gravel. So we'll see.
Yeah, it'll probably be a different. I don't know. We ain't changing the gravel campers though, people. Stay with me. Concrete camper for life. Let's do this.
Camp Margaritaville RV Resort is part of the larger Lake Lanier Islands complex. And so you have to enter through the gates and travel through all of the amenities of that complex before you get to the RV resort in the back.
Sweet, sweet Lake Lanier. Welcome home, baby. Yes.
It occurred to me that it appears as if they did not design the streets in particular initially with RVs, large RVs in mind.
Yeah, I would agree. One of the drawbacks is that the streets are very narrow, and it may be deliberate to keep you from, exceeding the speed limit. But with an RV, it can be challenging to navigate the twists, the crooks, and the turns and the roundabouts. But once you do get through those roundabouts, it does open up when you arrive at the park.
On this trip, we stayed at site number 59. It's one that we've had our eye on for quite some time, but it's very popular because of its location. It's actually in a curve, and so you really don't have neighbors to contend with.
Yeah, and one of our adages is change your view, change your perspective. So it was actually right in front of the lake. It was totally unobstructed. Neighbors were not even close. And one of my favorite things that I can't turn down is a pull-through. So it made life a lot easier getting into the site and just the amenities that were there. The only thing I draw back to it for me was the grill area was a little bit away, but I can use the exercise, so it's all good.
What you got on the grill, Reggie?
Some sausages.
Sausages?
Yep. Pure OD sausages from Patak.
Or are they bratwurst? Is bratwurst and sausages the same?
Maybe. I know you're hungry, so I'm gonna pull a couple off for you.
Let's try the golden margarita. Okay. Of the multiple times that we've come, this is the first time that we've actually have seen the bar cart.
Really? I'm not gonna force
The
you.
pressure.
I know, I'm scared because you're a margarita lady and I'm kind of scared.
The balance is there.
Yeah?
Okay.
What
Not
does it
bad
need
at all.
more of? Anything?
I have a fresh lime that I'll put in there.
Yeah, that's one thing we don't have that I do wish we did have.
Yeah, and then like a hint of little salt, but
Okay, yeah, I don't have salt.
So we are headed to show you the new section here at Camp Margaritaville RV Park. We are staying in, which now is considered their older section, their fully paved sites, and so we wanted to check out the new section. So we're coming up on this new section they're calling Seaplane Loop.
Seems a little rustic.
Yeah, definitely. Much more rustic. A lot more trees between the campsites.
Yeah, and they're on rock, gravel. Looks like they didn't do full concrete pads here.
It looks like they're still having a lot of construction going on. Take a right. I think it's a big U.
Cool. Yeah, it looks they still got building material and everything still around here. So
Yeah, so here are some of the sites. I'll call out some so that you can take a look.
it's 127. Down here is 126.
This is 126. So that's a pull-through site, all gravel. But hey, I'll tell you, the trade-off is look at that view. So this is a paved one.
A little blacktop.
They got a fire pit.
Oh wow, they upgraded the top. Wow, and look at this, guys.
Yeah,
This is a great spot.
very nice view. So this would be your view from the picnic table.
Yeah.
So they have a paver pad. So for those of you who I know in the past complained that there were not a lot of trees, this definitely ticks all the boxes. And then this is continuing around the loop of this section. So the entire area, the streets are paved,
Yeah.
but not all of the lots are paved. So for instance, this one is 130, but it gives you a great,
Almost unobstructed view.
yeah, this is a great location. I could definitely see, although there may be some hesitation for us if it's not fully concrete, but look at that.
Maybe work a little bit of a trade-off there on the leveling.
Now I'm not sure how you actually get down there, but oh, well, here's a path, so you would definitely have to be a little careful getting down here.
And they should have built some steps.
Yeah. But again, look at this. That is a great view. You get a picnic table, and then you have a fire pit area, and then boom, there you go.
Talk about your own private oasis.
Exactly, and you're not near your neighbors at all. Your closest neighbor is through the woods there, and then on the other side is where you can see over here. That's where the other paved site is, and then you can see the bathhouse up the hill. Camping experience in the woods.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, at this time of the year, this would be great.
Yeah, in the summertime, for me, I'm not sure about that, but with the mosquitoes and everything. So again, this is where things get little. Gotta be really careful.
Put your hiking boots on. Not wear Crocs like me.
So this is 139. It's interesting. I mean, you still get a close view, but I don't. It's interesting. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pull off, not a pull through.
There you go.
I wonder how level it is up here with a larger rig.
Yeah, I guess you got a good point. You got to remember that you got to get level. So that 144 and 146, These get you right on the water.
Yeah. Open water views too, nevertheless.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh wow, look at that.
So this is 148.
Is this a back end?
It's a back end.
Oof. This is one of those sites that is definitely a little tricky. If you have any mobility issues or small children, I would have some concerns in your ability to gain access to the picnic table or the fire pit area, or to get closer to the water. But if that's not an issue, then it's definitely the perfect spot to launch a kayak or to go fishing. And as we continue to drive around this new section, you just can't help but to say to yourself over and over and over again, it's just fantastic lake views, and you just cannot get any closer to the water.
A little steep. We'll ride the brake. 150's starting. I don't know. Oh, it looks like you get a little bump out. It's a circle. So you see a little bump out there. Because I'm like, that would put you really, really close. But
I mean, again, that is your view outside your door.
it looks like there's some across the street, but you want to be on this side.
Yeah, you want to be on that side. Your view is unobstructed. So this is across the street. And those are all pool views.
Kind of in the cut side, similar to where we are a little bit, but this gives you a little bit more.
They're giving you better access. This section of the resort also had a centralized gathering spot underneath a covered pavilion that included tables and chairs that sat on concrete. There were restrooms. There were also a couple propane grills, and this was all anchored by this rock outdoor fireplace and a television. So I am very sure as the camping season heats up, this will be a very popular spot among RVers. So what is the verdict? Concrete camper. If you had a choice between where we're staying in what's now the older part that's fully paved sites, or to come out here to camp on gravel underneath the tree canopy, what do you think?
It's a toss-up. I do love the views that this new part of the park offers. I think the views are unbelievable. It gets you closer to the water.
You feel more connected to the water, definitely. You feel like you're at the lake, and the lake is approachable and you can touch it, versus it's off in the distance where we are.
Yeah, and then I like the way that they actually built up the picnic tables and fire pits into the ground, and it's more communal as opposed to just they drop something here and there you are. Now, all that being said, you are continuing with gravel, which can be challenging the level of your rig. You're pulling in, pulling out, you got rocks kicking up. Also with the trees. You don't get a lot of sunshine. I think, at this point, we're pretty much in the shade.
And we're full sun on our side.
Yeah.
And I could see can get really, really buggy, and then it seems like it can get tricky if you're not experienced, or especially if you have a larger rig. Some of the curves and the sites seem a little narrow or a little tricky. Yeah,
especially like in this beautiful site that we're at, it's awesome, but it's pretty narrow, to be frank with you. Because once you get your rig in here and you push to the left here, there's not a lot of place to put your chairs, your tables, your whole setup.
So you're forced to go downhill.
There you go, and I think that's what they're trying to do, is drive you down to hang out down there. But again, my only pushback is that it's not a safe way to get down there. Just
So again, it goes back to, it's a toss-up. It really depends on what's important to you,
right.
What's your camping style.
Right.
It's a 50-50 split. I think if it was, if we really wanted to be here and this is the only sites that were available, would we say no 100%? No, we would consider it depending on which one.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I prefer the other sites. I do think you get more sunlight, it's less trees, and then you're not contending with the gravel and all these funky curves.
Yeah, and just the pain of leveling, guys. Making sure you're on level ground, but to each his own. So I'm gonna say right now, no, I don't think I could do it.
But the views are beautiful.
Views are beautiful, and as long as I have access to come over here, I'll come over and enjoy the views from my concrete on the other side. Wheels on the bus go round and round and round.
Oh, they put up some more cottages too. 103 is our favorite.
Check it out. What number is this?
106.
That's easy to remember.
So this is really nice. This is new. When we came last year, we came multiple times throughout the year, and this wasn't here. So
Kind
for
of
106,
view you get.
this is really nice. So you get some more space, and then it's safe.
And they did composite decking, which
Yeah.
is really nice. So durable. They'll just replace the handrails, I'm sure, over time. But
And then you get
this is nice.
great view. So another observation since we were here last year is they have added 3 or 4 more cottages.
It's like 3 from this angle because they had no cottages coming up the hill. It was just drive straight in.
Right.
And they had these bottom 3. So it looks like they popped another 3 up. So that's pretty cool. And they look bigger. They look huge.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
So hello again, friends. We have returned to the new section, phase 3 at Camp Margaritaville at Lake Lanier. And something we were just very curious about is, do we see any street lights? On our section, we saw street lights, and there's a lot of light at night, but we returned just to take a peek. Because I would be curious of how dark it gets at night around here.
It's concrete campers.
I think we have answered the question.
Looks a little sketchy.
There are no street lights.
You're in the dark, man.
Be warned, this may not be the place to check in after dark.
Good luck. Yeah, officially no. This is not my spot. I'll come hang out during the day.
Wow, look at the deer. Wow.